Maybe I should take their advice, go get a life, or maybe get a job or something. Pack it up and head back home, tell everybody I was bluffing. Or maybe I'll just get out my head and focus on what I know's coming. Yeah. Cause I can't fall asleep at night without seeing my dreams. Delusion and reality, I'm somewhere in between. These voices in my head get loud and they keep telling me that I'm a fool for trusting in these wings. But maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. 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 Maybe all my exes is drinking themselves crazy tonight. Maybe I should call and say, told you I'd be right. Wondering how long it was before you realized the biggest mistake of your life, and now you're paying the price. Oh, is it confidence or confusion? Either way, I feel like I ain't never losing. Your opinion of mine, you know just what I'm choosing. I gotta do this, cause I can't fall asleep at night without seeing my dreams. Delusion and reality, I'm somewhere in between. These voices in my head get loud and they keep telling me that I'm a fool for trusting in these wings. But maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. 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 Maybe, baby, this what flying feels like.
Ball in my court, high step is a layup. My life like a movie, just keep moving, it's a trailer. Chefing in my kitchen, got me tryna get my cake up. I thank God for all this coming to me, not straight up. Ball in my court, high step is a layup. My life like a movie, just keep moving, it's a trailer. Chefing in my kitchen, got me tryna get my cake up. I thank God for all this coming to me, not straight up. Big broski in my line, sell a brother, get your feet in. But tap in with your peoples, make sure they doing decent. Show me how to readjust some ways that I've been thinking. Been trying to protect what I've been building, been on defense. Celebrating our friends and we gon' up there when we touch.
Summer workouts, all the practices, the regular season matches, they all get ready for this moment. The final game of the year, the state championship. For the Calvert Lady Senecas, their fourth trip to the final day of the year, looking for their third state title, but standing in their way, the #1 team in the land, Fort Loramie. Third time in the final, looking to have their second ever state championship, first since 2014. This is the Division 7 State Volleyball Championship. This special presentation on the OH Report coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have with Pregame coming your way next.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Welcome you inside the Sutton Bank pregame show for this, the final day of the season in Division 7, the Division 7 State Championship between number 1 Fort Loramie out of the Shelby County Athletic Conference and the Tiffin Calvert Lady Senecas out of the SBC. Hello everybody, my name is Travis Berardi alongside Jonathon Langdon. And Jonathon, you practice, you play all year to get to this moment, a chance to be the final victor of the year.
Yeah, there's immense pressure on this day. It's going to get to both of these teams early in this one, but I know they'll settle in because these two teams are really good. Only one loss combined, and it was from Fort Loramie, even though Fort Loramie is the number 1 seed in the division. So Calvert has a chance at perfection here this morning, I guess. I was going to say this afternoon.
Let's
but
restream in the afternoon.
Yeah, restream to the afternoon. But Fort Loramie also a chance to get themselves up. Their one loss was to an undefeated still Coldwater early in the year. So they're on a 25-game winning streak. So both of these teams have big things that they're playing for, let alone a state championship.
And let's take a look at Fort Loramie in this matchup between 1 and 2 in the state. But timing, let's go down to the floor first for the playing of the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banners. You do take a look at Fort Loramie's team spotlight in their 3rd appearance in the state championship match, but let's set it down to the floor for the playing of the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. back here inside the Sutton Bank pregame show, and now let us look at the team spotlight for the Fort Loramie Lady Skins. Third championship appearance. They have only lost 3 sets, Jonathan, this season. Out of 79 total, they have swept their way through the regional and state level.
Yeah, both of these teams have only lost Fort Loramie 3, Calvert 4. So there's going to be a lot of losing in this match that these two teams are not used to this season. Is that going to be something that messes with them mentally, or are they going to understand that, well, we're probably going to get one taken away from us because these are the two very best teams in Division 7. So the composure is huge on both sides.
And let's take a look at a player spotlight for Fort Loramie. And actually, we mentioned her when we were watching the basketball state championships here in March. Avery Brandewee in the state semi. 15 kills. That was tied for tops for Fort Loramie. 8 digs and 1 ace, the senior on a senior-laden squad. She leads the way on the basketball court. She leads the way on the volleyball court as well.
Yeah, just an overall athlete, and as a senior, this is her final chance on the volleyball court. She'll have another chance, of course, once basketball gets kicked off in a couple of weeks. But this season for Avery, she's got 314 kills. That's best on the team. 236 digs, so she can get it done at all 6 rotations. 14 blocks as well. Not necessarily high, but she has the ability to do that. And in a game of this magnitude, expect her to be able to come through and maybe get a block here and there.
Now let's take a look at the team we're down here for. The Tiffin Calvert Lady Senecas, number 2 overall in Division 7, 28-0. This is their 4th state championship appearance. They are 2-1 in those matches. They've lost only 4 sets, but they played more sets out of 88. They also pretty much cruised through their regional, and both teams handedly won their semifinals yesterday.
Yeah, we watched their game against St. Paul yesterday, and just overall the dominance that we saw from Calvert, it's not just something they did to St. Paul, it's just pretty much every team that they face at this point. Even like a 24-1 Leipzig squad. They beat them in a sweep handily. They beat a 24-0 Mohawk team handily. 25-15 and 25-11 were a couple of their set wins. So that's just telling you how big, how significant these victories are for the Lady Senecas, and they're looking for the same here against a really good Fort Loramie team. I'll tell you what, if they can get a big set 1 win, that will help them big time in the long run.
And our players spotlight for the Lady Senecas today, it is Claire Schoenberger in the semi. 13 digs, but 5 aces were huge for them to set the pace. She also added 2 assists.
Yeah, keep an eye out for the libero for them. She's wearing white today. She wears number 2, Schoenberger. Really solid option. Just overall, anywhere you put her, because if you put her behind the line, she'll get you a 9-10-0 run. That's what she got against St. Paul. She'll also get you a ton of digs, of course. She's a libero. That's what she's supposed to do. And also, when you're out of system, she's very good at bump sets, getting them to the perfect spot for her attackers. Pin hitter's going to have a lot of fun if she's able to do just as well as the Calvert setter, Bryn Dirksen.
Let's take a look at the keys to victory first for those Lady Senecas. And today, ace in the hole. Like we just said, aces were big for them. And then the block party, because they like to play up close on the net. Got to use those blocks, got to take advantage of those blocks and keep it in the front line.
Yeah, a lot of blocks for Calvert against St. Paul. St. Paul kind of responded with a couple of their own as well. So just winning above the net, that's the big key for them. And then also, yeah, getting those easy opportunities from the serve line and trying to find open gaps in Fort Loramie's serve defense.
And then for Fort Loramie, real quick, composure. Senior-laden squad, and then the back line as well, because that back line is open from Calvert because they use that block. So if they can keep their composure, if they can find space, they will be in good shape. And we are underway in the D7 state final.
Nearly this entire team for Fort Loramie is seniors, so this is their moment.
Left side swing, that's going to be dug up by Coleman. Left side, Miller. Overpass, flicked. Didn't hit the antenna. Quick set across, dug up. Another chance for Fort Loramie. Blocked! It stays alive, though. And it'll be a free ball. Calvert with a chance to get its first point right here. Right side off the tip. Kept alive. Now a chance for Fort Loramie off the tip. We play on. What a start to this match. And into the net is Fort Loramie. Calvert will get the first point of this match.
Yeah, so the air is going to go on the combination there between Brandewie and Mesher. Earlier on in that volley, you saw a phenomenal keep up by, that was Mesher, kicked it up with a right heel.
Just that it's not a kicking motion, you're allowed to do it. Here's that high serve from Gracie Miller. In system, the little push goes down, and we're tied at 1. Victoria Mesher.
Yeah, Mesher's a solid option, especially up the middle. She's going to be the tallest player on this court here today, and just the way that she's able to rise up over the blockers is going to be huge for Fort Loramie.
Bit of a mishandle on the serve. It'll be a mid-range swing by Miller, kept alive. Right at the net, quick flick, bump backwards, and it'll be a point for Fort Loramie.
Yeah, you want to see a little bit better there from Claire Schoenberger, but the wicked deflection, she was able to get it up pretty high, but not in anybody's area for the Senecas. So Fort Loramie takes a 2-1 lead.
Mesher, senior middle hitter, will serve for the Skins. Left side received by Miller. That's over to Borgio. Overpass, the Yummy will not go. Another Borgio swing will go. This time took a little off.
Yeah, that one was actually Miller from the back row, so she was able to get in there. Yeah, Gracie Miller, the freshman, got that kill. They're not going to go with her yet from the service line, but you're going to see her because she's one of the best servers in the state of Ohio. Here's Schoenberger.
Tough reception. It's going to be a mid-range swing from behind. The head still falls for Brandewie.
And there she is. She's on the board here today, folks. Brandewie, expect to hear her name a lot on this broadcast.
This one in system. Back set, little slide, hits the net, gets over, and another chance for Calvert. That's Borgio. Big swing, overpass, another chance for Calvert. Borgio again. Left side, bump backwards. It will be saved. It will be another free ball. Set to set, down the middle, dug up. Left side, Brandewie off the tip, saved by Schoenberger. Borgio again, blocked. Another save, backline swing, 8-ball corner pocket.
This is a great start for the freshman Gracie Miller. She's going to go back and serve here as well. No, I'm wrong. This is actually going to be Avery Elkert. So Gracie Miller with a solid start. She's got 2 kills. That matches her total from the semifinal against St. Paul.
Schoenberger, or not Schoenberger, Elkert. And a great swing. I don't know, it kind of knuckled on her. She looked for it to deflect, but it just died right on the hands, and that's just the spin of the ball, making it 4-3.
Yeah, and Elkert just checked into the game, and she tried to get there at the last moment, but that deflection threw her off, and she took a wicked dive to the floor.
Avery Brandewie goes right side on that serve. In system, left side swing Ware. Got it. Hope Ware.
She was the leading kill getter in their last game. She had 10.
4-all here early on. First set of this Division VII state championship. Kate Coleman to serve. Goes right side, a tough reception. Will it be returned across? This is going to be a big free ball, and it goes. Left side. Got it. Calvert leads.
There goes Emily Miller. That's her first kill here today.
(5-4) as Coleman will serve. Short serve, it's an ace.
She had 2 aces against St. Paul. You see why right there. That just got barely over the net and died. Fell right to the floor, and some of the best serve receivers in Division VII couldn't even get to that one. Luthman just fell short.
Another short serve. This time it's received. It'll be a mid-range swing from the left. Cross court, stayed up. Back over Miller off the tip, and it falls. It's a run for Calvert. They lead by 3.
Miller with 2 quick kills in the last 3 points, and this helps Calvert take a 3-point lead, and Coleman is a solid option for you to have here on a good run. Keep this rotation. You should be looking fine if you're a Lady Senecas fan.
You see the Calvert student section behind the server right there. This is blocked. off the net, and it falls. Calvert continues the run.
Yeah, this is big from Calvert. That now makes it a 5-0 run.
Hope Ware with the block. Solo block. She had 3 assists in the semi. Dinked, and it's missed hit. Calvert has Fort Loramie all out of sorts right now.
Could very well see a
and
timeout.
And a timeout. Yep. Wow, what a start by Calvert.
A 6-0 run from Tiffin Calvert has opened up this first set. Clearly it's not over because we know Fort Loramie is the #1 team in Division 7. They can turn it around quick. But what you've seen here so far from this Tiffin Calvert team has to have you excited. Emily Miller, 2 kills. Rombach has a kill. Also Hope Ware, Gracie Miller, Bella Borgio. They all have kills. And then also you got an ace. You got a service ace from Kate Coleman. So you're striking on all levels here early in this game.
Nine for the score out of the timeout. Can Calvert keep the momentum going here in this opening set?
It all rests on Kate Coleman right now. Can she just keep serving it over the net? No,
just beyond the line, and they iced her.
Yeah, good coach's point. Kate Coleman, just a sophomore, so you could sense the pressure getting to her a little bit, especially when they call that timeout and coach tells you she wants to keep the run going.
Back set, the swing, it's blocked. But down for Calvert.
Here's Hope Ware. One of 2 freshmen that regularly play, her and Gracie Miller.
Ware's serve taken on the back line, bit of a misreception. It is bumped back left side, one-handed save. Up towards the net, swing by Dirksen. Won't go, in system, big swing and a finish. Roadheffer makes it 10-6.
Yeah, Deanna Roadheffer, another senior for this team. She's 4th in kills, 137 on the year. Also a good defensive player. We've seen her in the back row a little bit with 167 digs on the year. And then also back to serve here is Jenna Hoying. She has 34 aces on the season. Not the highest, but still pretty solid.
She tries the right side, but it stays in system. Swing by Marinas. It's out. Redskins cut it to 3.
Calvert fans not happy. They thought there was a touch. Couple of standing up right now and pleading their case, but officials not going to listen to them.
Another system play. Harris can't get it. And now Fort Loramie on a run.
Barhorst and Mesher combined there for the block. Good job by them.
Read the dink perfectly and just knocked it back down. And an ace, 10-9.
That was one of those ones that looks so simple. How do you not get that if you're a fan thinking that to Calvert? But that floated high in the air. It was a knuckler, and Elkert couldn't quite field it because it rose up on her on the last moment.
I would ask you to stand back there and try to receive her serve.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing there. That was tough for Coleman.
That's a great pass. Back set, but miss set into the net. We're tied at 10.
Dirksen a little long. Emily Miller thought she could make it work anyways, but it looked like it just went out of her reach, and now we've got a tie game, Travis.
And a timeout. Calvert, both teams have used a timeout here early on. 1 versus 2 in this D7 state championship. Brought to you by Sutton Bank. Earn the cash reward of your choice for doing simple activities with Kasasa. Thank you, Sutton Bank, for allowing us to be down here for this special presentation.
Yeah, this is fun because these are 2 teams looking to obviously win state championships, but do it in a fashion that not very many can, with just either 0 losses, of course, with Calvert, or 1 loss with Fort Loramie. It is so hard to grind out an entire season and pretty much go blemishless, and Calvert has the chance to do that. It's unfortunate, though, they didn't have enough games scheduled to where they could go for 30 wins. But 29 is definitely nothing to be disappointed about, obviously, if you win the state championship. But Calvert has a lot to play for. Fort Loramie has, I would say, even more to play for because they're the #1 team, even with a loss. They have a lot to prove here, and Calvert is kind of questioning. Calvert fans are questioning, why are they ahead of us with a loss?
Strength of schedule.
Exactly.
Back set, swings blocked, and it goes down. Fort Loramie leads again.
Yeah, Fort Loramie, their only loss this year was to Coldwater, who's also undefeated. They're playing for a state title later today.
Yeah, that's why also they.
Or I think it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
Yeah,
There's
Division 6.
That might have been out, but it's played by Calvert. Bump mid-range, angled, kept alive. Back set, back slide, got it.
I'll tell you what, Victoria Mesher made no secret where she was going with that. Even before she ran up on the ball, she had her arm way up, aiming exactly where she put it, right to the 8-ball corner pocket on her near side.
And the service run continues. Back set, this one dinked over the block but kept alive. Left side swing down the line and in.
That's impressive right there as we see Loramie take a 3-point lead to go down the line and really confuse that back row, especially he's on the near side. I believe it was Coleman right there who let it go out, or let it go, and it stayed in.
Yeah, Roadheffer with the nice placement on that one. This is going to be out. It's an ace.
And that's Jenna Hoying for you. I warned you, she didn't have the most aces on the team, but it's enough because 34, that's at least one a game. She gets one there. She is leading this 9-0 scoring run.
This will be a mid-range run. Doug flicked across, saved, and bumped back over, but it's going to be out. Wow.
This is interesting because Calvert, for the first time this season, is out of sorts right now, and they're down big here. I'm going to say big because in a game like this, 5 points is a big deficit. It's going to take a lot to get back.
And it all started with that timeout. Running dink, won't go. Left side again, angled, dug up, bumped back towards the net, pushed over off the block. It falls. Finally, Calvert gets back on the board.
Yeah, but not before a 10-0 scoring run. It was 10-5 at one point. Now it's going to be 15-11. Calvert down right now. They've got Dirksen back to serve.
Overpass. Yummy's flicked but stays up. Mid-range swing. Overpass. Yummy again. Stays alive. Back set off the net, though. They say it was blocked.
Yeah, there was a touch in there. So good call by the official. She was right there. And now we see Dirksen back at the service line.
So a 2-0 run cuts it to 3. And another service error. The second of the first set by Calvert.
Yeah, one thing that plagued Calvert against St. Paul yesterday was service errors. And that's something, especially in this game, you cannot have. So that was just their second one of the day, but still, you don't want to rack those up.
Set left side, Rombach. Can't get it to stay in.
So this is who you want to look out for if you're Calvert. Number 11, Deanna Roadheffer, 80 aces on the year. That's first on the team.
This is going to be bumped towards the net. Rombach with the swing kept up. Left side, that's Brandewee. Nothing doing. Another back set off the block, kept alive. Miller now. That's a nice dig by the libero, Luthman. We play on. Back to Miller again. That's off the block. Set right at the net, pushed over. And into the net was Calvert. Maybe a foot over the line.
Yeah, I believe that's what they got. It was Marinas.
(18-12) Fort Loramie. Mid-range swing to the back line, in system, back set, back slide, got it.
It's your day to have a day. Victoria Mesher, 3 kills now. That leads the team is tied for the match lead along with Emily Miller of Calvert.
Timeout, the final one taken by the Lady Senecas. So, Jonathan, it's 19-12. We talked about this in the Shelby match last night. That first set was getting away from Shelby, but right now you might not win this set if you're Calvert, but you need to get some momentum back to run into the second set. You can't let this match end in the first set.
Yeah, and we saw what it did for Shelby. They won the second set. They were able to hold on there towards the end, even though Marlington was able to make a comeback. So, yes, Calvert, it's been rough. It's a game of runs right now. We saw a 10-0 run when Fort Loramie was down 5-10. They took it to 15-10, obviously. That's simple math. Anyway, Calvert, they would go on to score the next two, and then they'd give the ball back. And Loramie right now is on a 4-0 run. So it's 19-12, 7-point deficit for Tiffin Calvert. And this is going to be a test for them. I talked about it already. They haven't been down very much this season. And right now is one of those times, and they've got to get through those emotions because you cannot let those ride, especially if you lose this first set. You cannot let those go into the second set. You got to have a fresh mind once we get to the second.
Yeah, and if you can run off a few points here, it'll at least get you back and comfortable to reset. Back to action. Angled serve. This will be bumped mid-range by Rombach. Won't fall. And a double hit, though, will help Calvert out. It's 19-13.
Yeah, that'll definitely help. Remember in the Shelby game last night what happened around this range of the game?
4 straight errors.
Five
straight errors by Marlington allowed them to nearly come back and win that set.
Yeah, and we could very well see the same thing here.
And now the funnest serve you'll see today. Forces the overpass. The Yummies flick back. And it'll be a free ball, but into the net. 2 errors in a row. And Calvert to within 5.
Yeah, and credit to Gracie Miller. She made that really tough. It was pretty much an overpass on that reception by Loramie. They were able to tap it over and keep it going. But Calvert, this is who you want to make a run with right here. Gracie Miller, the freshman.
Into the net, though. She did that a couple times. But if you notice, because of the high throw and the swing, sometimes she'll land 4 or 5 feet behind the line when you normally see somebody landing right at the line.
Yeah, somebody that serves like that, sometimes you got to know where your mistakes are going to happen. Like if you're in a certain spot, you may want to just let the ball drop and try again.
Big answer, though. Marinas makes it 20-15. So after the timeout, at least Calvert is settled. Exchanging points with Fort Loramie, but they need a run if they want to get back into this set. Schoenberger could be the one to help them. It'll force a mid-range swing, but out of bounds.
Yeah, that goes the wrong side of the antenna. I think the biggest thing if you're Calvert, if you can force Fort Loramie into spending that final timeout, you don't have any left, so it doesn't matter what you do. But if you're able to put pressure on at least with this Fort Loramie team.
Yeah. Another tough reception. This one, though, in system, and a big swing and finish for Julian Gare.
That's not going to get it done. That's a 5-point lead now for Fort Loramie. And they're going to have Jenna Barhorst back here, 48 aces. That's the second on the team. And she had 3 kills, 12 digs, 39 assists. That's the setter.
Julian Geyer with 153 kills on the year. Now we get an ace. And Fort Loramie 3 points away from a first set victory.
I got to say, it's impressive here from Fort Loramie, seeing how well they've been able to handle Calvert, an undefeated team. And Tiffin Calvert, we haven't seen very much nervousness from them, but you're starting to sense it here.
That's a nice answer. Borgio got the deflection, went right down the line and falls. She had 8 kills in yesterday's semifinal.
Yeah, that was second best on the team.
Elkert. Fort Loramie in system, but that swing's blocked to the back line. They'll try again. Bit of a bump, but they still play it. It was tipped, and it'll be a point for Fort Loramie.
Yeah, I heard that one from over here. It was very light, and honestly, if you didn't hear it, you probably wouldn't have known it happened. I think everyone in the gym, there wasn't very much argument over it. It was pretty loud.
Back set, mid-range swing into the net. Now Fort Loramie has set point to open things up here this morning.
Early game. Some people, it may be tough to kind of wake up and get ready for a game of this magnitude at 11 a.m. but here we are. Fort Loramie has shown up to the billing.
Avery Brandewie with the serve. Back set swing blocked and down, and Fort Loramie will take set number 1.
That's the third block of the day so far for Fort Loramie. That's what's been working, and that time it gets them the set win, Travis.
25-17, the number 1 team in the state takes set 1. We'll be back set 2 after this.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa. (25-17) in favor of the number 1 team in the land, Fort Loramie. Travis Berardi back here with Jonathon Langdon. And Jonathon, some first set statistics for you. 3 kills for Fort Loramie each by Brandewie and Mesher. 3 kills for Emily Miller for Tiffin Calvert. 4 attack errors for Fort Loramie, 8 attack errors for Calvert. That's pretty much the difference right there.
Yeah.
3 service errors, 8 attack errors, compared to only 4 total errors for the Redskins.
And 3 of those attacking errors come off of blocks from Fort Loramie. So you just got to make sure you're finding gaps in those blocks. And if you can't find gaps, you just got to play off of those blocks. Try to get it off and out in however way that you can do that. That's definitely something that was talked over there with Coach Lori Rombach. And then another big thing is you just got to make sure you're fielding these serves. It's too many aces that you're allowing. 3 for Fort Loramie.
Wow! Victoria Mesher. I thought that set was sailing too far, but that was exactly what Mesher wanted on the backslide.
Yeah, exactly. So Mesher, she's got long arms. I'm sure you can tell, but I'm telling you again, but she can get anywhere on the floor up above the net.
And Calvert returns right back at you as Emily Miller with a slam.
So there's your 2 top kill getters right there for both teams. It was Mesher for Fort Loramie who got the killing started. She's hitting 800 right now. That is absurd. And then also Emily Miller, she put herself back to 0 after that kill.
And on the one-on-one, she went with the angle, found the spot, and got the kill. Tough reception on that serve. It's in play. And Brandewie with the dink gets it to fall.
Yeah, you hate to see that. Gracie Miller, of course, she's had a couple of service errors, but whenever you can try and get a run with her and just challenge that Fort Loramie service defense, You got to take it. You can't give up a point right there.
Mesher now to serve. In system, left side. Borgio blocked.
That's becoming a theme of this one. Blocked. Calvert just cannot get through the front.
3-1 here in set 2. Right down the middle. And in.
I don't know about that one. You're going to see this replay. Thanks to Sutton Bank. That hit, I thought that hit like the toe of that official.
I think it deflected at him in the shin.
Yeah, he's right there. Literally right there. Made the call.
He's there, we're over here. I'll let him go. Said yesterday in the semifinal, these are the best referees in the state of Ohio, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. And a double hit. We're tied at 3.
You can't get as close as that official was to that ball, so we can't refute him on that.
Serve right back at the net. Cross the net to Brandewie. Off the tip, it falls. Fort Loramie leads.
So interesting stat to note, both teams before that volley were tied on kills, 13-13. And it's just been the fact that Fort Loramie's hitting 290 and Calvert's hitting 095.
Backline swing. That's dug right back to the front line. Brandewie's little dink. Deflected out of bounds, 5-3.
And that's a lot of the points right there, too. One of the keys I'm talking about for Calvert is exactly what Fort Loramie has been doing, playing off the blocks and getting them to commit errors in the front row.
In system, left side. Borgio won't go. Up to Brandewie. Angled. Borgio can't handle it. It's 6-3.
Yeah, you're going to see a late jump here on the block from Rombach, number 4 in blue. So her ability to time up these blocks, need to see her do a little better there.
Tough reception. Another mid-range swing. Won't fall for Calvert. Bumped up to Brandewie. Brandewie's blocked.
There you go.
Overpass, and now a chance for Calvert. Right at the net, the dink. That's kept alive by Hoying. She'll take the dink. Dug up. Back set. The swing angled and finished for Calvert.
That was a gorgeous play. Great set from Bryn Dirksen. There was a ton of spin on that ball before it got to her. She was able to stop all of that, set it behind her, and beautifully set up Megan Rombach, who will now go to the bench.
Avery Elkert. Left side. It's blocked, but on the side of Calvert. Fort Loramie gets the point back, 7-4.
And one thing that's interesting about Fort Loramie is they're taking these swings at such weird angles, but they know that they can get it to work from these angles they're swinging at because they're just that good. So that really makes it tough.
Oh, as close as you can get from a ball just crawling across the net as you take the replay, it sunk into the net and then just bounced backwards instead of rolling over.
Yeah, I don't know what the regulation is with the nets, but these ones seem a little loose. I've seen them move a little more than I thought I saw the other ones yesterday.
In system, down the middle, blocked, and falls. Calvert with 2 straight.
There you go, second block today.
Warren Miller on the assist. From the back line, off the tip and down. Roadheffer. 8-6.
So they immediately win the ball back, and that's been another big thing. We've gone back and forth a little bit more here in this second set. That's good for Calvert.
This one stays in on the left side. Backslide off the block. Bump backwards. It'll be a free ball, but out of bounds. Calvert back on the board, 8-7.
So, interestingly enough, some of these sets from Dirksen have been long, but that time it helped because it forced that attacker to go a little bit further back and take a different angle, and Fort Loramie wasn't ready that time.
What a dig. Quick set across, but Fort Loramie keeps it up.
Yeah, that was Elkert there with the dig.
Little set by Brandawee nearly gets it to fall. It is punched across. Yummy ball kept alive. Calvert will play it, but out of bounds.
Came over right towards us here, Travis, and it's really tough, especially when you're from where we're standing right now, to get it over in play.
You have to have a tough angle. You can't go straight back across. Bump left side, but into the net.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him the block there, but it was close. Good job, Victoria
Might have
Mesher.
been a piece of the hand to get off of it.
Yeah, Mesher's been the story of this one so far. That's now 3 blocks for her, and yeah, they did give it to her.
And it's 10-7. Overpass. Joust is flicked down. Mesher.
You usually see flick of the wrist in basketball, but sometimes when your opponent is so generous, they'll give you one of those little yummy balls, and you could just flick it down like you're shooting a basketball.
Yeah, having her on the front line is just crucial for this team and their success.
She's tall.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. She's very, very tall.
Absolutely. Today's D7 State Championship brought to you exclusively by Sutton Bank. Earn the cash reward of your choice for doing simple activities with Kasasa. Thank you to the fine folks at Sutton Bank for allowing us to be here today to bring you the final day of the regular season in Division 7. We're not done today, though, Jonathan.
You're right.
You'll have some more Division 7 football tonight.
Yeah, we got to book it back. Danville's going to be taking on Portsmouth Notre Dame. That's a 1-8 matchup. Danville Blue Devils, one of the top teams in Division 7 and likely favorites to get out of that region. So that should be exciting to see how they do. That's their last game at Tough Street Stadium this season. So they'll play neutral site games, and their likely opponent next round is Steubenville Catholic Central. So it'll be interesting to see where, if obviously got to get the win first, but interesting to see where they go from there.
Tiffin Calvert, their football game's been moved to tomorrow because they wanted to let their football team come watch Calvert today.
Yeah, you see most of them in the student section to the far side.
Coach's point, iced the server. We'll have, I believe, 7 live streams for you tonight. 6 or 7.
I believe it's 7.
7 and a couple more highlights. So our final pigskin of the year, once again, action-packed. It's an ace, just like the pigskin. It's 11-9. As Calvert, 2 straight out of the timeout.
Slowly creeping back in, so it got away from them a little, forced them into a timeout. Now it is a 2-point set number 2.
Back set, back slide, angled. That's kept alive by Dirksen. Bit of a miss set. It's returned over, but out. And again, that mishandle just cost Calvert the attempt.
Yeah, it's been tough here so far for Bryn Dirksen, but you know she's gonna shake it off. Just a sophomore, young setter. She's gonna be great in the next couple of years, but they need her now. They're playing for a state championship.
Mid-range swing, nearly falls. Big swing, one-handed save though. Miller gets the kill.
There's kill number 5 for Emily Miller. She's had a solid go as of late. Her last 3 swings have all gone down for kills. She's also got 2 digs, 2 blocks today, and it looks like her sister, Gracie Miller, here she is back to serve.
And here comes the high throw. Calvert trails by 2. Little dink over the block, kept alive. Back set, back slide, it's blocked.
Wow.
Turned over, no, they say the antenna was hit, so Fort Loramie gets the point. We'll let you decide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
antenna goes all the way up the net, so if it hits that stick at any point, it's out.
Yeah, it's really interesting because you forget that sometimes, and Calvert definitely did. They're not happy with the call. Fort Loramie scores it.
And once again, that's why we have the best referees in the state of Ohio calling this match. Because
yeah, they don't forget rules like us.
Like a touchback when the kick goes into the end zone or anything like that. Big swing's going to turn into a free ball. In system, down the middle, got it. Every time you think Fort Loramie's going to start pulling away, Calvert brings them right back in.
Yeah, good job by Marinas right there to make herself available. She's going to the bench. That brings in the freshman Hope Ware, Watch out for her. Number 9 in blue up the middle. They might want to go to her soon.
Overpass, they'll have a chance. Little dink, kept alive. Bumped to Brandewee. She's blocked, but keeps it up. She'll get another swing, and this time she'll get a finish. Wasn't the hardest swing, but she was able to get the deflection.
Yeah, sometimes, especially when you're conditioning your opponent that you're going to swing hard, those touches are going to help even better because you're just varying up your attacks.
Back set, little dink cross court won't go. Brandewee, though, will. The lead back up to 4 for state number 1.
Good catch over here by our fellow broadcaster to the right. I think that's NFHS. Snagged it with one hand on the call.
Left side, dink, got it. Borgio.
That was the first roll shot I think I've seen in a while from Calvert, and that's good because it worked. And Elker here is going to serve again. The sophomore returns to the game. She had an ace last time against St. Paul.
Low serve, in system, back set. Brandewee got another kill. For her, you really need to go 2-on-1, not 1-on-1 on the block.
Yeah, you're right. Just the way that she's been playing, you definitely need to start putting 2, sometimes maybe even 3. We've seen that with a couple of teams this weekend.
A jumping set, angled, nothing. Let ball kept alive. That was Barhorse with the save. That's a let ball, but Calvert will get a chance. Mid-range for Borgio, nothing. That one, no dice. Back to Borgio again, dinks it, but right there's Barhorst again. We play on. Down the middle, a dink.
Libero swing, love it.
Again, bump, dinked over the block, and finally, Fort Loramie wins the point.
Yeah, that's a big volley, and that gives Loramie a 5-point lead now, and Coach Laurie is going to have to start thinking about a timeout. I know she doesn't want to take it. I know it's early, but it's getting away from you.
Left side, Borgio. Dug up. Calvert with another chance here. Quick set. That's received by Hoying. And it's finished off by Geyer.
I don't like that setter dump from Brayden Dirksen. I don't see what she saw. That went right to the front line, and they were easily able to get back into system and put one down, and there was only one blocker up the middle to contest it.
Brandewee. In system, Borgio with a big swing and finish.
Yeah, much better. Able to find Borgio, and Bella is someone who hasn't gotten as many swings as you may like to see her get, and that's just how the game flows sometimes. But she's going to go off. I believe that's her 4th kill today, and yeah, that it is.
In system. Off the net. Referee over here says it was out, and Calvert will get the point. Hit the antenna.
Yeah, the official was late to seeing that up top. Of course, the positioning that she's in, can't see all 4 officials at one time, so it kind of takes a little gander.
Yeah, the line judge to her right had it first. The line judge to the left also noticed. Sucker flag up. But the point's given right back on the air.
Back into the game comes Mesher. She's got 5 kills so far today. Brandewee's actually snuck past her in that regard. She has 10, but Mesher with her height has a couple more blocks, so keep an eye out for her. She is on our near side in the front row from Fort Loramie.
Back-to-back service errors. And now Hope Ware will serve. Right at the net. Left side dink will fall. That's the second time in the last 2 points we've seen no help behind the block.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, like I said, Loramie's conditioning them that they're going to swing hard. And that hasn't happened here in the last couple of points. So now we're going to see Calvert sneak back in. And, of course, they're getting moved back with the serves as well. So they're just moving them all over the court.
Swing off the bump, and it gets the back corner.
Yeah, that's the seesaw effect that they're playing right now. They go short 1 point, very next one, they go to the back row and pretty much nearly hit the back line. So just that variety is what is killing Calvert right now, and it's also not helping that they're down big here in this set, now down 6 and getting close to a 2-0 deficit.
Yeah, and this is where you don't want to be in a state championship match. It's down 2-0. Calvert has the ability to go on runs and maybe bring you back, but it's going to be really tough in this situation. I want to say hello to everybody watching this special presentation of the Division 7 state championship match on the OH Report. Thank you all for watching, and thank you to Sutton Bank for sponsoring.
We had an exciting day yesterday. We saw Calvert with a significant sweep over St. Paul. Got to watch Shelby take a set from the number 4 team in Division 4.
And it was very competitive.
Yeah, it was. But Shelby was not able to come out on top. They head back home. They'll go cheer on their football team tonight. And then also we want to say it now because we aren't able to be here tonight. Want to wish our best of luck to Marion Pleasant, the other MOAC team remaining. Yep. They're going to be taking on Tenora, a team that took down Monroeville in Division 6.
Bremen
in
Division 6. Back to action. Calvert needs a run here. And that's a good start. Miller able to just kill the ball off the block and down.
Yeah, there you go. So you have Emily Miller up to 6 kills. You got Bryn Dirksen back to serve, and this is big for Bryn. She has an ace already. She actually has the only one of this game so far. Actually, no, one of 2. Coleman had one in the first set.
Nearly got it there. It's a little push across, and Calvert will have a chance. Might have been out, but it stays in play. Down the middle again, pushed left side, but that's kept up by McCumber. And that's out, so Calvert survives that point. That was close, but the line judge right there.
Yeah, Mesher pointed to the line judge over by Calvert's bench. She thought that she was going to see a touch on that. She did not get the call.
And there's your ace. And just like that, it's 21-18. And Fort Loramie feeling a little bit of the heat. They'll call their first timeout.
Yeah, good stuff there from Calvert. 3-0 run. Your student section's getting into it. Your fans are getting even more into it. That's rare to see. But, yeah, Calvert, good run. And they're going to talk things over with their coach. But this also gives an opportunity for Fort Loramie to kind of regroup with their coach, one of the best in the business, John Rogers.
Yeah, and the last time we saw them take a timeout, they were down 10-5 in the first set and then just went on a huge run to take control of set 1. Now, speaking of timeouts, Louis Rombach a couple moments ago took that timeout, and what did Calvert do out of it? They got themselves back into the set.
Yeah, so could definitely see that trend go back. But Calvert, what they're doing right now is working. Don't go away from it just because you think that they're going to make some adjustments. Keep hammering home what you talked about in that timeout, previous timeout, not this one, the one before. And Bryn Dirksen is going to get us started.
Back at Brandewie. Back set, back slide, and guess who on the finish? Once again, it's Mesher.
7 kills on the day for her now. She's got the best hitting percentage out of anyone on the court right now. She's up over 450 after that. She was hitting 800 at one point.
That's just nuts. She'll have a chance here, and she'll get it. Fort Loramie 2 points away from a 2-0 lead in the final.
Yeah, and that's a great response from Fort Loramie. What you want to do is give the ball to your best player today, and that has been Mesher. Brandewie has more kills, but Mesher has been more of a nuisance to this Calvert team.
That's blocked by Mesher.
And case in point right there, she has 4 blocks today.
Rombach will get the fall.
This is a good sub. Here comes Gracie Miller. Now I wonder what she's going to do here. This is a freshman in a tight spot trying to come back in the second set of a state championship game. She has one of the best serves in the state of Ohio, but reminder, she's a freshman.
She gets that one over the net. Quick set, somehow saved, but they'll call a double hit. Set point. 5 set points for Fort Loramie. They try to take a 2-0 lead. And who else but Victoria Mesher to serve this away. Right at the net. Won't happen this time. 24-20.
That exact setup is what got them here yesterday against St. Paul. Quick set, Karis Marinas. She won it for them against the Flyers, and she keeps this set alive against Fort Loramie.
And who else but Schoenberger to give a chance.
Look at the side spin on that serve, left to right.
From behind the net, it drops in, and Fort Loramie takes a 2-0 lead.
All right, Calvert, you're down 2-0. What are you going to do now? You're going to need a big response, and this is a young team to get that kind of response out of. Their backs are against the walls. It'll be interesting to see how this closes out.
25-20, Fort Loramie is set away from the state championship. We'll be back.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
(25-20). Fort Loramie takes set number 2. The number 1 team in the state of Ohio in D7, a set away from its second state championship in program history.
Yeah, that set win for Fort Loramie is now 40 consecutive sets won for the Lady Redskins to close out this season. Can they make it 41 for a D7 state championship?
Branda Wee leads everybody with 11 kills, Mesher with 8. Mesher, the leading hitter, though, she's hitting .500. As for Calvert, Emily Miller, 6 kills, 4 by Borgio, 4 by Rombach, so they got to get things going. 13 attacking errors for Calvert, too. They got to clean that up if they want to get back in this. Underway in set 3. Blocked, and Calvert gets the first point.
They didn't have a single block in set number 2. That's huge to get it on your first point.
They need a run like they did in the opening of the first set to get some momentum back. Miller now from the right side, angles it, and gets the overpass. In system, got it. So maybe something here as she now tries the right side and got the overpass.
Yeah, late riser right now for Tiffin Calvert is Karis Marinas. Now 5 kills, hitting .133, She's also got a dig on the game, but those 5 kills, that's what you're looking at.
Again angled. Again, it's an ace.
Yeah, Gracie Miller's one of those interesting players. She has that fantastic serve. We've talked about it enough this weekend. I can tell you that. But she takes it pretty much wherever she wants. She can go anywhere on the floor and efficiently, I'm going to say this and hopefully not jinx her, but she's serving 86% coming into the weekend.
This is like Mickey telling Rocky, okay, now go back to lefty. Overpass. Yummy's dinked, but kept alive. Fort Loramie trying to answer, miss hit. It's a free ball. Back line, kept up. Brandewie won't get that to fall. Yummy ball, though, will, as Mesher gets the first point.
Yeah, I think Karis Marinas, even though she had a good run there to start the set, that time she got caught ball watching. She could have easily tried to just put her head down, run towards where up the middle, I think, who is that? That's Geyer, who was able to go and put that down. If she could go 50-50 with her, maybe she could have won it.
Slap to the back line. Over to Brandewie. That dink doesn't go. Left side, Borgio. Blocked, but out of bounds. It's 4-1.
It's a good lead here right now for Calvert, 4-1. Obviously, any time of the game, you want to run. That's always what you want, but in this case, when you have a 4-1 lead, just try to keep it close. You have cushion for that.
Angled. And Calvert with an error.
Here comes Jenna Hoying into the game. She'll go to the front. Back to serve is number 7, Jenna Barhorst.
Does have an ace today. In system. Left side. Ware. Got it. A lot better striking here to start set 3.
Yeah, you're right. And now we're going to see Elkert back in.
Back set, swing, off the block and out. 5-3.
Yeah, it's been back and forth, but you like this if you're Calvert because you'd rather it go back and forth than see Fort Loramie go on a big run like they have most of this match. So right now, just hold on to this momentum.
A last-second decision turns into an ace.
And, hey, it was the right decision, but right there, just a little bit too late to choose. That's another freshman mistake that we're seeing from Gracie Miller. And Hope Ware, she's not innocent of that either. Tough spot for a freshman to be in, a D7 state title.
Mid-range swing will not fall. Cross-court set. Big swing. Dug up. Back from Calvert. Down the middle. Off the tip. Back line for Miller, but into the net. We're tied at 5.
And this is what you didn't want because now it's tied. And this could go anywhere from this point. You had control. You had a 3-point lead, and it's gone just like that.
And Fort Loramie gets the free ball. Back set. The swing. Tipped. Miller there.
Good job by Miller.
Over the Ware. Ware's dug up by Luffman. Brandewie from the back line. Too strong. No tip. Calvert leads 6-5.
So Luffman, libero for this team, she's played pretty well. 11 kills, 11 digs. That wouldn't tell you that. But she's just been at the right place at the right time, just grabbing everything that's there for her. Got to give the shout-out to the other libero for Fort Loramie.
Yeah, she's had some very good receptions, some good digs as well.
Whole back row's helped her out as well. It's not necessarily that she's not performing.
This will be a free ball. Back line, it stays in barely. Brandewie had to receive it. But nonetheless, it's a finish, and we're tied at 6.
Yeah, I don't think you heard it, but everyone behind us was yelling out, and it was played anyway, and it worked anyway. So fortunate there for the Lady Skins. All knotted at 6.
Luffman with the serve. Back set, dinked, but Luffman there. Calvert for the lead, but mishit, and Fort Loramie takes it.
Now I'm going to say this, and it's interesting because it's working for Victoria Mesher, but talk about tipping pitches in baseball. She's tipping her swings a couple of times. She's lining it up and pretty much telling you before she even hits the ball where it's going to go. And that time, Calvert wasn't able to prepare for it in time.
What a swing, what a save. It's a free ball. And again, Luffman there. But missed set and 4 hits. Calvert ties it up.
They would have scored there. That would have been big. Yeah, it was Luthman, also Brandowy, and Mesher. All 3 of them played big roles in that. Great dig, right on cue. Luthman makes a big play.
Little dink again over the block. Nobody there to help. We've seen that multiple times today. That's saved for the moment and somehow returned across the net. Calvert again, but that time it will not be picked up.
Marinas now with 6 kills. That leads the team. Number 7 up the middle. Lucky number today for Calvert.
And she's evened up this 3rd set at 8. Now Dirksen from the right side. In system, but nothing doing. Bit of a missed set, but adjusted. Calvert there, though. Blocked, saved, it's a free ball.
Great job by the setter, Dirksen, to get there.
Cross court, and that block is out of bounds. Fort Loramie leads again.
They hit off the official stand.
The hit off the official, and the official is officially out.
Yep. So still close. This is good if you're Calvert. Fans are definitely still happy over there despite being down 2-0. I see a couple of hands on heads right now in the stands. So frustration certainly building in certain aspects, but you got to like how this 3rd set's going even though you're down 1.
Roadheffer ready to serve. Yes, it's an ace. It did just touch the lines. You'll see here on the replay.
And that's why she's so good at it. She's able to get it to dip down at the last moment. That pretty much hit square on the back line. The official was ready to see it. And it's hard to miss that one.
10-8. Bumped left side. Rombach. Nothing doing. Mesher couldn't get that one to fall. Back over, off the block and down. And Miller makes it 10-9.
Yeah, that kind of pinballed off of both Fort Loramie blockers, and it helped out Calvert. They're down 1, back with their best server.
Gracie Miller found something from the right side last time. She's trying it again. Nearly
what a serve.
Got the ace. Brandowy, though, gets the kill on her 2nd attempt.
It's been another big thing. I've said it a couple times, but when Miller goes up to serve, she's not there for long. Fort Loramie is able to control her and keep her out of the service line.
Left side in system, but blocked. And I believe the largest lead of the set now, 3 points.
Yeah, it's been back and forth like that, and Fort Loramie, even in a set like this, they're still able to keep control. Both teams still have both timeouts.
Back set right side off the tip, no. Up to Brandowy, though. The run continues. And a timeout, Calvert.
That's a good point.
Brandowy, 14 kills on the afternoon, hitting .393.
Yeah, so she's been playing really well. just underneath her, Victoria Mesher with 9 kills. She's actually at 15, just updated for us, but Brandon Wee has 15 on hitting 414 now. 7 digs for her as well. Victoria Mesher with 9 kills, hitting 350. She's got 6 digs and 4 blocks, so probably not going to get to her triple-double. We love to see those, but probably not going to happen today. 30 assists for Jenna Barhorst, and she has a double-double with 10 digs. And then on the other side, Tiffin Calvert has Emily Miller up in the lead for kills with 7. Karis Marinas has been a late bloomer with 6. Bella Borgio with 5, and then Megan Rombach with 4, and Hope Ware with 3.
13-9 in set 3, 2 sets to none in favor of Fort Loramie, looking for the sweep and a state championship. This special presentation of the Division 7 State Championship brought to you on the OH Report thanks to the folks at Sutton Bank. Sutton Bank earned a cash reward of your choice for doing simple activities with Kasasa. Mesher ready out of the timeout. In system, dinked down the middle. Quick flick back at Fort Loramie. Brandewee with a little dink. That's dug up. Mid-range swing will be received. Back to Brandewee again, and this time she gets the kill.
They're starting to find Brandewee everywhere on the court, and it's especially been on this near side where I haven't been able to see her number very much, so it's kind of snuck up on me that she's been able to get all the way up to 16 kills. She has been fantastic today.
Borgio off the antenna.
This is not what you want to see. This is now a 6-point deficit, and that's by far the biggest that Calvert's been down here in set number 3. Could Loramie sweep their way to a state championship?
Great adjustment on the set, but it's dug up. Back over to Brandewee. Back over to her. Set up, and she's going to get another chance. Miller there, but nobody home at the net. It's 16-9.
Coach Rombach not happy, talking with Borgio, trying to get her locked in. You cannot call this timeout before, I would say, Loramie gets to 20.
I was going to say 20 is probably the number. Back set swing off the block and down. Calvert back on the board. Megan Rombach with another one. Schoenberger now to serve.
No aces for her yet. Can this be it?
Exactly what I was about to say. Cross court to Brandewee. Behind her head, gets it to go. Watch the adjustment as she leaned back to get the kill. 17 kills, 7 digs. Also a block. Back set, blocked, but out.
Yeah, it was close, right by us. Good eyes by all of the officials. Literally all of them called that correctly, out of bounds. So Rombach goes to the bench, and here comes Elkert.
17-11. Let ball, dug up, Brandewee out of bounds.
Oh, there's a touch.
They're going to say it was deflected.
Really late call, and Calvert understandably frustrated. So Brandewee is going to serve.
Where's the touch?
Who knows?
Look at this and you let me know. Where's the touch? There is no touch.
That was the call. That's what the officials motioned.
And a block.
That's a game changer right there. That call, that brings this to an 8-point game.
Down the middle. Miller there in the back. Quick set, dug up. Might have been out of bounds, but we play on.
This will be another killer for Calvert.
And it is. And now you're going to get that timeout by Coach Rombach.
Told you that you didn't want to call it until you got to 20, but now that you're here, you start to think it's a little unfortunate that you did call it at 20 rather than a couple before. So maybe a little late with that timeout.
Well, after the missed call, you could have called it there because that clearly was not a touch, even though they called it a touch.
Yeah, that would have forced the officials to meet, even though they probably wouldn't meet. They'd probably just be doing what they're doing right now and just standing there.
Because we saw that last night, a tough call against Marlington. They called the timeout to try and collect themselves. Shelby still won that set, but sometimes if you're fired up like that, you're not fully focused.
Yeah, and if you remember in that game, though, Marlington called the timeout, and that ended up going back to bite them. They ended up losing. You said it. They lost the set anyways, and it was a late timeout, or an early timeout that caused them to kind of let Shelby control the rest of the game. That's exactly the situation we find ourselves in here with Fort Loramie 5 points away from their first state championship since 2014. It would be 41 straight set wins to end the year.
That's off the block. They'll have a chance to get the 21 right here. Dink, got it. Road effort. Four points away. Brandawee to serve. This will be a backline swing by Miller. Almost got it to go, but instead, Calvert will get another chance. At the net, the dink falls.
Yeah, good job by Hope Ware recognizing the defense. They sacked back a little bit, especially when it was a quick set. Usually on quick sets, you're going to see a powerful swing come from the middle hitter. That time it did not, and that left the campfire wide open.
Played on the back line, up towards the net, running. Dug up. Dink at the net will go down. Two straight.
Error up the middle by Geyer. She got a hand on that touch by Ware, but she tapped it straight down on her own side.
Calvert can get another one here. Big dig back at the net. Yummy ball won't go. Another almost overpass. The joust goes back to Fort Loramie. Back set, and the swing goes. Jenna Hoying, her second kill of the match.
3 points away for Fort Loramie. No timeouts for Calvert. All they can do is sit and watch. A lot of frustrated fans I can see in the crowd right now. Flustered as well.
That's blocked, bumped back over. Mesher, I mean. But she's blocked. And Calvert gets another one back. Right at the net. Left side, too strong. 22-15.
So, yeah, we talk about it all the time. You need a run, and it's obvious here. Hope Ware is going to have to be the one to make it happen.
Tries the right side this time. Mesher gets the finish. 2 points away. Right side mid-range, and it falls. Emily Miller.
Miller ups her total today. She now has 8 kills on the afternoon now.
Bryn Dirksen, 2 aces on the day. Needs a couple here. They're down 7. Back set, back slides blocked.
Good job to keep that in by that double block.
Mesher again, this time stays alive. It'll be a mid-range swing by Schoenberger, but into the net. State championship point coming up for Fort Loramie. 8 state championship points for Rodeffer.
Everybody up behind us. Fort Loramie's excited.
Back set, the swing off the tip. Kept alive for the championship. No. Right at the net. Into the net is Fort Loramie. And Calvert holds off that.
Not going to see anything
Miller.
fancy from Miller.
Left side, Brandewie got it! Fort Loramie has won the Division 7 state championship. "13 straight sweeps to end the season for Fort Loramie as they have earned their second ever Division 7 state title. We will take a quick break. When we come back, the presentation of trophies and medals here at the Nutter Center.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Back here at the Nutter Center as we get ready for the presentation of the runner-up and championship trophies and medals. Let's send it down to the floor.
At this time, we will recognize Calvert High School. As they introduce individual players, will they please come forward to receive their individual award and please remain standing on the court facing their parents. Claire Schellenberger. Megan Rumpback. Scarlett Rayburn. Emily Miller. Paris Marinas. Avery Elder. Hope Ware. Brandon Kirkson. Gracie Miller. Savannah Faber. Ava Elbrecht. Aiden Kirkson. Bella Portfield. Paige Colvin. Carly Clayton. Manager Holly Steiner. Manager Natalie Teal. Bookkeeper Kristen Jones. Assistant coach Cindy Johnson. Assistant coach Amy Chalford. Assistant coach, Taylor. And the head coach of the Senecas, Rory Rothbach. And now, OHSAA Executive Director Berardi will present the 2024 Division 7 State Runner-Up Trophy.
By the way, just so that you know that, we had volleyball here this morning. We'll have volleyball about 4:40 on 96.7 FM. There will be state semifinal. Powhatan Cavaliers will take on the Blue Devils of Langdon. So they're going to take 5 o'clock.
Young men riders are playing football playoff games. We came down yesterday to practice. Stayed all night. That's a great job. You walked out here last year with a dream like this.
Great. A Powhatan win tonight would put us here.
I'll tell you, this is what the mountain is like. It's been a great year this long. A little bit about you here. They won 28 straight games. We lost 4 sets.
Final score 25-7.
And you don't have 1 set from your team. You'll be back on that mountain. I'm joined today by Mr. David Berardi, administrator of the Schools, member of the Northwest District Athletic Board, and also our board control at the OHS area. My pleasure as executive director. We have all of our schools presented gift calendar, Division 7, 2024 runner-up championship trophy. Congratulations, And now, the Ohio High School Athletic Association would like to recognize Fort Loramie High School. Division 7 championship team. As individual players, will they please come forward to receive their individual state championship medals and please remain standing on the court facing their fans. Tessa Berger. Izzy Meyer, Avery Brandoway, Jenna Powerhorse, Katie Movement, Deanna Rutherford, Jenna Boyd, Julian Dyer, Victoria Hesher, Corinne Holscher, Maddie Shanto, Charlie Albert, and Chloe Burns, Claire Warhorse, Team Doctor Sheldon Michael, Assistant Coach Rachel Smith, Assistant Coach Leslie Flippo, Assistant Coach Haley Warhorse, Assistant Coach Brandon Schmidt, and the head coach of the Redskins, John Rogers. And now, OHSAA Championship trophy.
All right, how about those Redskins? You all have witnessed the amazing work of this volleyball team all season. This volleyball team finished the season going into the state tournament with a record of 26-1. We're undefeated in first place in the Shelby County Athletic League. 17 straight district titles and 6 straight league titles, and several individuals who have broken school records at the school. And that deserves a round of applause. To the 8 seniors on the team, what a special opportunity. Most of you have been playing together since the 3rd grade. Not only did you get to finish your volleyball career playing in the state final 4, but playing in the state final match today. So on behalf of the OHSAA and the Board of Directors, our Board of Directors President, James Seldo, is happy to present Fort Loramie with the Division 7 State Championship Trophy.
For the second time in school history, Fort Loramie are state champions. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we will wrap things up here from Wright State University.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Back here to wrap things up inside the Sutton Bank post-game show, where the #1 team in Division 7, Fort Loramie, wins the state championship in straight sets over Tiffin Calvert. Travis Berardi back here at Wright State. Jonathon Langdon getting our MVP interviews in the post-game press conference with Calvert. You'll see that later on here on the OH report. But there they are, the state champs for the second time in program history. Fort Loramie, they won in 2014. They were 2019 runners-up. They made the state championship match, and each of the 3 years they made the Final Four. 25-17 was the first set. Fort Loramie was actually down 10-5, took a timeout, went on a 10-0 run, and finished things off. They then held off Calvert 25-20 in the second set and took the third set 25-17. Some final stats, Avery Brandewy. She was our player spotlight for a reason. 20 kills on the day to lead everybody. Victoria Mesher finishes with 10. Deanna Roadheffer finishes with 9. As for Tiffin Calvert, Emily Miller, 8 kills. Karis Marinas, 7 kills. Megan Rombach with 6. Hope Ware and Bella Borgio both with 25. Calvert. Will finish the season 28-1, while Fort Loramie, they finish 28-1 as well. But that'll do it for us here at Wright State today. I want to thank, inside the Sutton Bank post-game show, I want to thank Sutton Bank for sponsoring the whole match. They were our lone sponsor here today, and we thank them as we wrap things up. I want to thank Jonathon Langdon, my color commentator, as well as Brandon Powell. Great job on the camera as well. And also Sutton Bank, who was not only our scoreboard sponsor, but our replay sponsor, our MVP sponsor, our pregame, postgame sponsor, our timeout sponsor, and our commercial sponsor as well. I want to thank the athletic department here at Wright State University for allowing us to set up here today, as well as the OHSAA for allowing you to see this match in replay and a special presentation. Fort Loramie, the number one team in the state, knocks off number 2 Calvert in straight sets, 25-17, 25-20, 25-17. For Jonathon Langdon, Brandon Powell, I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from Dayton.